Hey foodies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be making the yummiest fried rice you can ever ask for, and also this recipe would guarantee you that your fried rice will not get spoiled easily. So if today is your first time, you are most definitely welcome. So please click on that subscribe button. It is completely free. And let's get cooking. This recipe are going to be using chicken, and we're going to season it with seasoning cube, curry, thyme, and mixed spices. We can add our bay leaf, some salt. Be careful not to over add your salt. But not the least, we're going to be using atarodo. Please, if the quantity is too much for you, kindly reduce the quantity. Forgot to add the liver I'm going to be using for this recipe, so I'm just going to add it now and then stir to combine. At this stage, you're not going to add any water. We're just going to cook the meat in its own juice for about 10 minutes. It's completely optional. You can decide to skip it. And now all we just have to do is cover our pot and allow it to season for 10 minutes. After about 10 minutes, you can already see that the juice from the meat has already been extracted. So now we can just add our water and allow it to continue cooking. Our meat is done, so now we just have to transfer and then fry our chicken. So now I'm just going to fry it until it's golden brown. One thing I don't like about frying chicken or frying meat is the way it always splashes. It's just, I can't deal. The meat stock that was used in cooking our chicken. So now I'm just going to add more water to it and then allow it to boil before cooking our rice in it. Before adding the rice, I'm just going to season the water with some curry, thyme, mixed spices. So you've added the required spices that you will need to cook your rice. We're just going to stir to combine and then cover and allow to boil. Now water is all boiled, and I'm just going to go in with my thoroughly washed rice. I wash this rice like 4 times or more. You make sure you wash it until the water is clear. So the secret behind washing your rice thoroughly is to make sure that when it's done, you can see the rice is one and not all soggy. Make sure you wash the starch off. I'm going to add some onions for more flavor and sweetness. So now that we're done, we're going to cover and allow the rice to cook. My rice is well cooked but not overcooked. That the water is not completely dried up. So what I'm going to do is just to transfer it to the other burner and allow the water to dry up completely. Then I can now continue my frying on this burner. The leftover oil used in frying our meat. So now I'm just going to add my onions and allow it to saute for a bit. Now we can add the rest of the veggies. So now add the green beans, the green bell pepper, the red bell pepper, the sweet corn, all those veggies that you want to use. I'm going to add it: carrot, sweet corn, and the rest. So once you've done that, I'm going to allow it to fry. I just love the color when like you've added all those veggies. The color is like, ooh, it's like rainbow. But now, yes, you're just going to stir and stir and stir. Then you can now go in with spices. Mostly this fried rice, you add any vegetable of your choice, so there's no specific veggies to use. It's just to your own preference. So at this stage, I'm going to add my spices. I'm just going to season it because you don't want it to taste bland. So now I'm just going to add the mixed spices and some curry. So I ran out of some fresh ginger and garlic, but it's fine. I'm just going to use the powdered ginger and garlic. But if you have the fresh one, it's even perfect. In making fried rice, the only thing that takes up your time is cutting your vegetables. But any other thing is just so fast. But if you're patient enough to cut your veggies, I love to cut them myself, but some days when I feel lazy, I can just buy the already processed ones. So now I'm just going to add our liver. I love this liver when making fried rice. It's always very, very, like as you're eating your rice, you're eating some chunks of meat. I love that feeling. So now I'm just going to add some salt. You have to be careful not to over add your salt, because you are not going to like it at all. It's just going to ruin all your efforts and all your time spent in the kitchen. Like this fried rice, I really craved for it. I really craved for it because it's been a long time. It's been like more than a year since I made fried rice. So I was just like, instead of making rice and stew, I could just make some fried rice for this Sunday, you know. And to tell you the truth, I didn't regret making this fried rice. It was worth it. Like, I loved it. So now you can see that our veggies is done and it's ready for the next stage. So all you have to do now is divide the veggies into two, depending on the quantity of rice that you already cooked. So for mine, I just needed to just stir fry it twice and it was just okay. The essence of doing this is to allow you time to stir fry the rice for at least 10 minutes. This way, you are sure of preserving your fried rice. It won't get spoiled easily. Like I'm telling you, it won't get spoiled easily. You're just going to love it, because you know sometimes what scares us the most in making fried rice is because it gets spoiled easily. But I guarantee you that this method will allow your rice not to get spoiled easily. I was already loving the way this rice was looking. Like I was just like, yeah, my effort was not in vain. I was already singing some humming to some songs, you know, like, you know, that happiness that you feel when your food is done and it came out nice. That feeling is nothing beats that feeling. Like nothing beats that feeling. So now I'm just going to test for some salt or seasoning and just check if you needed to add more. Like for mine, at least I needed to add some more salt to mine. And once you're done stir frying your rice, now I'm going to transfer it to a different pot so that we can fry the next batch. So this rice, I'm telling you, it was very nice and it tasted way better than the ones that we eat in restaurant. Like so this is second batch of the rice we just fried. So what we're going to do is just to add it to the other one and then mix it all up together to make the taste all come together and become one. Yeah, because if you leave it like that, I don't know, some parts will be tasting way different than the other. So that is why you need to do that. And if you notice, you see that our rice was all like separate, they are all one. And that is the reason why I said you should wash your rice. Like, wash it thoroughly. Don't be stingy with the water, you hear? Don't say I don't want to waste my water. Please, my dear, waste the water. Your rice will thank you for it. And now our rice is done, and I can tell you that it was yummy. And now I just added those chicken that we fried, and oh my, this was very yummy. Like I'm not hyping myself, like it was yummy. I hope you share this recipe with your friends, subscribe for more videos, and don't forget to always come back for more. And most importantly, thanks so much for watching. Like, I really appreciate. So bye, see you in my next video.